will be contacted somehow, Dale, when that decision is made to lift that, as far as calling public in on that east side, and I'm asking just from my perspective, so, but for right now, it looks like in the foreseeable future, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, we're evaluating it daily, basically,
right.
And, I mean, the speculation we were kind of kicking around is maybe as early as the middle of next week, so that's
Other questions? If one of the first things we want to do is inspect the water line, which would potentially take us where you all are concerned about us being, can we check in with whoever's the gatekeeper? But you know, right, you said there'd be a security checkpoint, sort of verify who's going, coming and going. Right. Is that an appropriate place to ask for permission or notify someone that we want to do that? Or should we do that ahead of time? How do you want that to happen?
I think I'm not clear on your question. So you, the security, you'll just say your name and that you're a property owner and they'll let you through. That's just the gate. It's those security are designed to keep the loop-de-loops out.
Right.
And as far as checking your water lines on your property.
Well, the water lines that go up the hillside and into the creek.
Okay.
If we want to take a look at those, so we.
So your point of contact is going to be Mike Condero, the liaison officer. So I'm not entirely sure which springs you're talking about. Some I don't think have been affected by the fire, but if it has, then we would be Mike would be your person to get somebody maybe that would go in with you as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you Mike Ondero's number, so you guys have it. I'll get your question in a
I know
moment.
this pertains to this. There are several of us that have water intakes on Jack Pine Creek. They go up as high as 100 yards or more from the bottom. It could be 200 yards. And then our pipes run across the forest floor to our cabins. So do we need to have somebody escort us up there if we find that our water system is not working?
Yes.
So I suggest, so if you get a hold of Mike, we're still gonna have safety officers out there on each division, right, Dave? So what we would do is we'll probably get Mike to the safety on that division. He can come out and he can take a look for you or maybe help you out. That's when we can mitigate that. So if you gotta go into the forest and burn area, he can go up and assess it for you just to make sure it's good to go check it out. So we can put that in our message plan or safety guys.
So just to help these folks out though, but when
Yeah, I'm trying.
yeah. No, you're doing great.
So, hold that just for a second, Leslie. So, Mike, can you, for those that can write, Mike's contact number
is 775 721 0862. Dondero, it's D-O-N-D-E-R-O.
and if you lose that number, you can always call the fire information line. It's on the numbers is on your updates, and we will get to Mike, and Mike will facilitate and escort if you guys need to get up into that burned area. Does that address
Well,
that concern?
if we're in there at 10 o'clock tomorrow or 11 o'clock and I turn on my sand filter and there's no water there, it's got to go. You got to get up into Jack Pine to fix it, to find out why it's not flowing. Well, is he going to be up there at 11 o'clock?
We have a safety officer out there on the assignment for the whole day.
Okay.
And he can make contact with the safety officer and we can get that figured out.
So it's going to be difficult for.
Let me just say that we do not want you guys in the burn area.
Understand.
And so if it's to check your water, if it goes up into that hard black, we not only do we not want you up there, you don't want to be up in there.
I agree.
So bring your own water with you if you're going in there tomorrow or whenever you're going in there. Bring your own water with you. That's your best bet. If your water works and it's good and you go through the testing process, that's great. But plan for that contingency of bring your own water, because it may be a while before, if it goes up in that black, it may be a while before you can get up in there.
And we recommend a gallon a day per person, just so you know, for water purposes. You can also boil your water if you'd like as well. So if you turn your water on, bring it to a rolling boil for 3 minutes, then you can cool it. That's another way to mitigate as
Okay.
well.
So Leslie, do you have?
Well, I was just thinking, since there are quite a few who are relying on that Jack Pine Creek, why not identify early on tomorrow, if you're going in, a time where these folks could go up and get escorted? So maybe when they check in with security, security's calling safety, safety knows they're there, and you can make it happen. I don't know if that's.
Well, again, you know, getting into the black, we're not going to do. We're not going to escort people in the black. I mean, an escort's not going to make you safer. Getting up into that timber, still, I mean, the first couple weeks after fire, there's going to be a lot of trees coming down. They come down without warning. It is extremely hazardous, even to our firefighters. So, if it's getting up into some of the, I guess, the less burned areas, we might be able to escort you. I don't know exactly where your water line is, so I don't want to give you a yes/no answer, because it really needs to be looked at. We can have one of the safety officers out there in the morning to look at that specific water line, if that's the desire, to see if that's going to be something that people can be escorted or go into. But yeah, at this point, you don't want to be in that. And that black, some of that black comes up right behind the cabins. Those guys really had a fight on their hands to get that under control. But most of the area behind the cabins is a mixed severity. It's not, you know, all completely, you know, blackened timber. So it's going to really depend on where exactly that line is. If that line is in the burn area and it was just laying on the ground, I can guarantee you it's done. It's if it's just a black plastic pipe. But if it's, you know, in some of the green areas, then, you know, it's probably good. The riparian areas didn't burn, if they were wide enough to avoid crown fire. So.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reiterate our process, since we are here, and those that are, that have questions. After this meeting, if you'd like to get with, Mike and ask your questions, then we can know ahead of time what that interest is. He can work with our safety officers in the morning, and that way at least we would have some advance notice on what the needs are. And if that, safety officer is able to do, a pre-check more or less, that would help facilitate the information that you guys need, more quickly as well. So will that work?
Can you give us that phone number again for Mike?
Area code 775.
Not that far.
721
Okay.
0862.
Okay, got it.
And I just wanted to emphasize again what the IC was saying. There's not really a safe way to go in the black. There is a portion, at least, I don't know where all the different lines come in and go in, but I know that we located the line, the fire line got located above, between the fire and at least some of those green sources. So there's some of them that probably are truly green, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of lines. I don't know. So that'll be kind of case by case.
Did I understand that you expect the power to be on by noon tomorrow?
Yeah, that's, right now we're thinking noon, but that could change tomorrow depending on the weather conditions. But definitely over the next few